So today in Logic we're going to learn about sidechaining. I'm going to import two audio loops, but I will need to convert these into actual audio loops. So for two loops we're going to get a pad. Deep pad 01 is the one we're going to use. I'm just going to drag this to the empty track. Next one I'm going to get is just a drum beat. And then I'm going to drag this down below. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to delete this track on top, and I'll convert these ones to audio loops. Right now these are actual MIDI loops. So to convert these to audio loops, I'm going to hold down Control, highlight this, bounce in place. We'll leave these settings as new track, mute, and then click OK. I'll do the same for the next one, highlight this region, bounce in place. I named this as drums because of the name. Next thing I'm going to do is going to delete these two tracks. Right now I'm going to play these two tracks so you can hear what they sound like together. So they're just that they basically sound like two tracks just playing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sidechain the pad to the drums. So I'm going to load up Insert, Dynamics, Compressor, Stereo. On here we have a little pull down menu and it says sidechain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sidechain this to the drums. What this does is when a compressor works, it's getting its source information from the drums over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the attack and release really short so you can hear what's happening. Depending on how much the threshold is how much it will affect this pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually play this as the default setting right now and have this on loop. What I'll do is I'll put the ratio up higher. And I'll put this on peak. And what this does is allows me to have that keyboard play in time with the music or the drums. I can also do this with a gate, which is the opposite of a compressor, which will only allow information past a certain threshold to come through, but it won't compress it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the example. So I'm going to go to Mixer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass this compressor. I'm going to put on here Dynamics, Noise Gate, Stereo. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this, so it sidechains this input to Audio 2, which is here. So I'm going to do the same thing, but this is using a gate now. The attack and release depends on how much you want this to sort of come in at a certain time, if you want early or late. So right now this is on the beat. And release is how long the gate will let that sound pass through gradually. If I take a release down, it makes it very percussive. So you could use this for, say, a guitar that wasn't playing in time, or a keyboard player that wasn't playing a certain pattern in time. You can actually make them play in time by doing this if the timing is really bad. Same with a bass player, and we'll show this in the next tutorial. That's all.